for Syracuse rounds out the lineup. And for Niagara, it is Kylie Blessing to send it away, and the 2025 season is underway. And right off the bat, it'll be a violation against Syracuse. Well, the Orange will take that for their first point of 2025. Here is Rana Yamada to send it away for Syracuse. Junior from Japan with a nice dive there to keep it alive for Syracuse. Blessing behind to Liana Tolliver, and she gets the point for Niagara.
2 service aces per set. Much better than their opponents in that category.
Oh, they'll take that for sure. And there's a block up front for Syracuse. All-state in volleyball in 2022, as well as a sectional and regional champion here in the area. And Niagara, a couple of games have already taken place, especially against some really top teams. Pitt going up against Nebraska, and then the Cornhuskers also taking on Stanford as well just a few days ago. As we are back here, both these teams trying to get going, and Syracuse, one of the ACC returners, facing a very tough schedule. That'll come up in late September. And a good block by Niagara up front. That was Liana Tolliver. Syracuse keeps it alive. A long rally here. And a block. That was Harris Waddy. Here's Ramada setting up McLaughlin, and she gets stuffed by Gabrielle Bellany.
What an impressive rally from both sides.
Worked together at Temple from 2015 to 2021, and they'll call frequently if someone else needs something or vice versa. But they are here coaching against each other as
just right off the upper arm, didn't quite line it up.
Lorio sends it off again. And that goes off of Yamada. Good save, though, by Turner. And Yamada can't quite get that one. That'll be a kill for the Purple Eagles.
Right now, I mean, she's been active ever since she was a freshman on this team. Last year, brings back the second most kills on the roster with 250.
Maeva over to her counterpart, McLaughlin, and that goes high, almost touching the roof. Comes back down. Tolliver bumps it over. Maeva to McLaughlin again, and watch out for that, folks. I beg your pardon, 21-17. They're going to give that point to Niagara. And a big block up front by a duo of Peyton Lee and Tolliver. Now it's Robinson. And Syracuse will get a scrappy point.
I mean, Maeva took that one just right to the face, essentially, kept it alive, and the Orange scrape back and get a gritty point.
Set win of 2025, 2 points away. They're up by 6 against the visiting Niagara Purple Eagles here for the season opener. That one's floated over. McLaughlin got a piece, and now that was Lorio trying to go for it, and there is Sydney Waller.
I was going to give you the call, and it's just wide.
Just a little bit out. 24-18, Orange lead. And there is Lorio, and a block stands strong for Niagara. Peyton Lee gets in the action.
But was one that was heard. It was loud through the headset. You could hear the smack, but those two have done a lot of work up front.
And that ends up on the paint, and Syracuse picks up its first set win. Block assist from Robinson, and we talked about her local Syracuse ties as well. Went to high school around here. She had a great first set, really asserted her dominance.
A bit of a free ball for the Orange to start things off in set number 2, and it's able to dig back out of a little deficit that Niagara put on them. Here's Searzant killing it for the Orange. Ortiz at the line for the Orange. And give it to Sydney Wilkes on the far side with the attack. Syracuse has the size advantage interiorly in this matchup. And there's Searzant. Come on for Kahanui and Sydney Wilkes. The defensive lineup in for the Purple Eagles, and it's Harris Waddy again.
And Spencer, I know it's only non-conference play, but it's those little reviews sometimes or little points, little breaks that can change the momentum of a team.
Well, and it's opening night for everybody, too. You got to remember.
Exactly. Officials,
review crew, everybody. Everybody's got to knock some rust off here. Opening night for us here on ACC Network Volleyball. Thank you all for tuning in. Spencer Bewley alongside Nico Horning. Here's Lorio off the top of her head, and Syracuse is going to run out of touches. So Kahanui will take the service line. And Searzant backsets Leia. McLaughlin rolls it over. Ronska attacks, dug up by Yamada from the back line. Skylar George kept alive. McLaughlin and Schaefer couldn't control it.
Coach Gonish-Rotnam looking for her to even expand a little bit more with their offensive repertoire.
Ortiz and Harris Waddy step back on for the Orange. Harris Waddy, of course, having herself a great night up front, causing a lot of chaos. And here she's credited with a kill, first time on. And here's Wilkes, a nice dig from Turner. McLaughlin to the corner, dug up by Tolliver. Back to Wilkes, blocked but kept alive. Wilkes, third time's the charm, not through Gabby McLaughlin. Number 4, kept alive by Ortiz. Free for the Purple Eagles, and McLaughlin finds the last touch, but it's out of play. Seeing great looks of her vision as well. I mean, one of the things that Coach Gonish-Rotnam talked about was recruiting high IQ players, and we've seen that as one of the things McLaughlin has done, not only from the aggression standpoint, as there's Harris Waddy with another kill. It's a pretty packed house for opening night. Kahanui sets. Wilkes is kept alive by Syracuse. McLaughlin with authority.
It's going to be something to watch this year.
So it's still 23-18 Syracuse. Janiyah Robinson checks back in for her. Harris Waddy dumps it over. And she'll stand there, let it fall. McLaughlin, the serve clean over. Robinson attacks strong. McLaughlin has to push it over. Given back to the Orange. Here's Turner, dug up by Schaefer. Niagara wanted an over-the-net call on Harris Waddy. They won't get it. Kahanui, back set, blocked! Harris Waddy and Skylar George combined at the net to put away set 2 for the Orange. One thing that has cleaned up as this match has gone on is the service errors. Haven't been quite as frequent.
Well, it has for Niagara, but Syracuse has had a couple here in the third. Elizabeth Turner with the serve. Blessing behind. Here goes George. And a cross-court kill for Kinga Ronska. Will stand on the sideline as well as Janiyah Robinson. And here goes Lizzie Kraft to send it off for Niagara from Oahu. George goes for the kill and gets it. In her young career, 2 last year as a freshman. Now she's back as a sophomore, just 5'4" from Oahu. And it's one of those things with Ren Sefra being from Hawaii himself. Syracuse down by 4 here in the third set in the women's building. Season opener for the Orange. Searzant sets up. That was Sawana Leia from behind. Now the other side, McLaughlin. And that's a kill for Syracuse coming out of the Orange timeout, and they're within 3. 9th kill of the night for Gabby McLaughlin in her first game in an Orange uniform. Searzant. She'll toss it over. A little trickery here from Niagara.
But it almost benefited the Orange, as nobody really expected that to come off so wonky from Harris-Waddy.
Orange will try and get in system here, but it's Harris-Waddy floating it over. Now McLaughlin comes in to poke it up. And here's, McLaughlin on the outside.
Maybe, again, just first game back, Rust knocking it off a little bit. Those two haven't quite timed up as much as they want to here in set 3.
And some firepower there on the outside by Elizabeth Turner.
Seemingly fairly dominant here in the third.
Searzant to George. Well, SU fans know she has the firepower for the kills, but she doesn't always need to use it. She's very good at finding her spots on the court, just like...
But she's played in a ton of sets since her freshman season, has a very high IQ, sees the court well.
Blessing saves that one, but...
A very quick challenge review, must have been very clear. I didn't think Niagara made contact with the net. It looked like it was just a ferocious kill right into it.
And speaking of kills, Syracuse can't handle that despite the effort from Searzant. Here's Kinga Ronska to send it away. Searzant again! The junior Veronica Searzant ends it for the Orange and gets the final 2 points for SU's first win here in 2025.